A simple train journey turns into a terrifying nightmare when thousands of deadly snakes suddenly attack the passengers. Trapped inside the train, Jing, a young doctor, and Sheng, a skilled snake catcher, must fight for their lives against a massive two-headed snake. But this is only the beginning. As they enter a dangerous forest filled with deadly creatures, they discover a terrifying secret behind the snake attacks. So what exactly is happening, and will they survive this nightmare? Let's find out in this movie recap.
A train was heading toward its destination. In one of the third-class compartments, a doctor named Jing was traveling with her companion, Xiao. Jing was a doctor who had completed her studies in the city and was now returning to her village, Yongwang. She wanted to use her medical skills to help the people there. Xiao, however, was an arrogant military officer. He was proud of his uniform and status, and he believed that money and power were the most important things in life. During the journey, Xiao looked at Jing with disgust and said, "You should have traveled with me in first class. This compartment smells terrible." Jing calmly explained that she had grown up among these people, so she was not bothered by it. Their short conversation made it clear that the two had completely different mindsets. Meanwhile, the train continued moving. Suddenly, a small snake appeared inside the compartment and started crawling toward Xiao's shoulder. At first, Xiao thought Jing had touched him, but when he turned around and saw the snake, he screamed in fear. Before anything could happen, a man named Sheng quickly grabbed the snake and saved Xiao. Everyone in the compartment was shocked by what they had just seen. Sheng was a professional snake catcher. He had come to the village to sell snake products. A girl sitting nearby asked him about himself, and Sheng explained that he belonged to the Nagavanshi community and was also from Yongwang village. But Xiao immediately accused him. "That snake must be yours. You probably released it here to scare everyone." Sheng replied that these are extremely dangerous snakes. No one would be foolish enough to keep such snakes as pets. Jing then stopped Xiao and told him that he should thank Sheng for saving his life. Jing introduced herself to Sheng and offered her hand, but Sheng refused to shake it, saying, "My hands are dirty." He picked up his belongings and was about to leave when the entire train suddenly came to a violent stop. As soon as the train stopped, a strange silence filled the compartment. Then strange noises started coming from the roof. Everyone thought that robbers had stopped the train to rob the passengers, but the truth was far more dangerous. A woman gathered the courage to look outside through the window. Suddenly, an unknown creature grabbed her and pulled her out of the train. Blood splattered across the window, leaving everyone terrified. A moment later, loud banging sounds came from the train door. Everyone froze in fear. One man slowly moved forward to see what was happening. Suddenly, a snake jumped at him. Within seconds, countless snakes appeared on the windows and started crawling inside, attacking the passengers. Thousands of snakes had surrounded the train. Panic broke out as everyone desperately tried to escape. Anyone who crossed the snake's path was immediately attacked. One man tried to run outside, but the snakes killed him near the door. Another man tried hiding inside the bathroom, but the snakes found him there too. The passengers began moving toward the front of the train to escape, but the snakes kept following them like shadows. Sheng then shouted, "Chew garlic and spit it on the floor. The smell will keep the snakes away." For a moment, it seemed like his plan might actually work, but Xiao suddenly became angry and accused Sheng again. "You are a Nagavanshi. You can control these snakes. You must have caused all of this." Jing tried to calm him down and said that blaming someone during such a dangerous situation was pointless, but before she could finish, a massive banging sound came from the train door. Everyone covered their ears as the terrifying noise continued. Then, the door finally opened. What appeared in front of them made everyone freeze in fear. It was a gigantic two-headed python. Everyone immediately began backing away, desperately trying to save their lives.
Xing told Jing to get away from there, and everyone quickly started gathering whatever they could find to block the snake. They planned to close the door and escape into the next compartment, but the giant snake kept destroying everything in its path and quickly moved toward them. Meanwhile, some people were left behind and started shouting for the door to be opened, but the arrogant Xiao refused to let them in. Jing stepped forward and opened the door, allowing them to get inside. The people then angrily confronted Xiao for his selfish behavior. Suddenly, a man noticed that the snake was still coming toward them, terrifying everyone. They quickly placed heavy objects against the door to stop it, but the snake smashed through the door in one hit and started attacking everyone. Xiao and his men opened fire on the creature, but surprisingly, the bullets had no effect on the monster. Seeing the situation getting worse, Jing told everyone to climb onto the roof of the train. He stayed behind and tried to stop the snake with a powerful stream of water. Meanwhile, everyone on the roof started moving toward the engine because its heat could keep the snakes away. But as soon as the water tank became empty, their situation became even worse. Zheng and his companion also tried to climb onto the roof. During the chaos, one of Xiao's men was badly injured by the snake and was suffering terribly. To end his suffering, Xiao reluctantly shot him. At the same time, the giant snake reached the roof and started attacking the passengers. One by one, people were knocked off the train. Seeing that the situation was completely out of control, Jing told everyone to jump off the train and run toward the nearby forest. During the escape, one of the soldiers fell to the ground. A girl tried to help him, but the cowardly soldier pushed her toward the snake just to save himself. The survivors eventually reached a safe place and surrounded themselves with fire to keep the snakes away. Thankfully, their plan worked. The two-headed snake stopped when it saw the fire, giving everyone a chance to escape. By morning, the exhausted survivors had reached deep into the forest. Several people were becoming seriously ill from the snake venom, and Jing was trying to remove the poison from a girl's wound. Jing asked Jing if there was any way to treat the venom. Jing explained that there were special herbs at his home that could help fight the poison, but Xiao immediately became angry and accused Jing again. "You attacked us with these snakes, and now you're taking us to your home just to sell us your medicine." Before Jing could respond, Jing scolded Xiao and said, "If this man hadn't saved us, none of us would be alive right now." Jing quietly walked away without saying anything. After a while, the others had no choice but to follow him. But when they finally reached Jing's village, everyone was horrified by what they saw. Bodies were lying everywhere throughout the village. Jing told everyone to hide inside an old temple while he desperately searched for his mother. When Jing reached the temple, she realized that the snakes had attacked the entire village, not just the train. They had killed everyone who crossed their path, and the few survivors had taken shelter inside the old temple. A little later, Jing returned and was relieved to find his mother alive. The other survivors were also happy to reunite with their families. But soon, an argument broke out over the herbs they needed for the poisoned people. Then a woman named Aji revealed that the snake venom was so powerful that even their special herbs were no longer effective.
The villagers immediately blamed Cheng for everything. They said, "This is all happening because of you. If you hadn't killed the snakes, we would never have faced this disaster." Shang sadly replied, "I knew you would blame me, but this isn't happening because of me. It all started when people began cutting down this forest. Humans destroyed the snake's home, so now they are taking revenge on us." Jing then asked if there was any cure for the venom. Shang said there was only one possible cure, a special magical flower that could only be found in Snake King Valley. But reaching the valley was almost like walking at a death because danger was everywhere. An old man added that no one who had entered the valley had ever returned. However, after watching people suffer and die in front of her, Jing decided that she had to go there. A group was formed for this dangerous journey. Sheng, Jing, Aji, Xiao, and some of his surviving soldiers boarded a boat and headed towards Snake King Valley. But soon, Xiao's arrogant behavior caused trouble again. He started urinating into the water, and something suddenly attacked him from below, knocking him into the river. While everyone tried to save him, the giant two-headed snake emerged from the water and swallowed a man. Everyone panicked, and in the chaos, someone accidentally cut the boat's rope, causing everyone to fall into the water. Aji quickly attacked the snake with an arrow and managed to drive it away. The group then climbed onto another boat, but the snake continued following them. Seeing it nearby, Xiao angrily threw a bomb at it, but the bomb accidentally landed on their own boat. Everyone jumped into the water to escape, and the explosion completely destroyed the boat. After reaching the shore, everyone blamed Xiao for the disaster. The explosion had also destroyed the map Shang was carrying. Worried, they asked him how they would find the valley now. Shang explained that if they wanted to reach Snake King Valley, they had to pass through the Snake King Temple. He decided to guide them using his knowledge of the area, but Xiao's men refused to trust him. Jing then told Xiao, "This is our fight. You don't need to risk your life for us." She then continued forward with the others. Seeing his men staying behind while Jing moved ahead, Xiao told them, "If you're cowards, stay here. I'm going." He then followed Jing. The group continued through the thick bushes until they found a dead body that had been killed by the snake. A little farther ahead, Xiao discovered a nest full of snake eggs. Angry, he destroyed all of them. Shang became furious and said, "First, you urinated in the river and attracted the snake, and now you're destroying its eggs. The snake is already angry, and you're only making it worse." But Xiao ignored him and started urinating again. This time, he immediately paid the price. A snake crawled up behind him and bit him. Xiao screamed in pain, and his 2 soldiers quickly arrived and killed the snake. Shang warned them that the venom had to be removed quickly before it spread throughout Xiao's body, but no one was willing to suck the poison out with their mouth. Since Jing was a doctor, she volunteered to do it. However, Shang stopped her and used his tool to remove the poisonous blood from Xiao's wound. The group then continued deeper into the forest and reached an area covered in spider webs. Human bodies were hanging from the webs everywhere. Aji warned everyone to stay quiet and not touch anything where they would be in serious danger. But one of Xiao's soldiers accidentally fired his gun. A body immediately fell from above, and thousands of live spiders suddenly crawled out of it and attacked the group. Everyone ran for their lives. During the chaos, one soldier was covered by the spiders. Jing tried to help him, but he pushed her away because he knew it was already too late. Moments later, the spiders tore him apart and killed him. The remaining survivors eventually reached an old temple filled with strange statues. Shang explained that it was a temple dedicated to the snake god. He also revealed that 10 years earlier, the village had suffered a similar snake attack, after which the villagers sealed the temple forever. Suddenly, Jing started feeling sick. Shang realized that she had also been bitten by a spider. He told Xiao to collect some firewood because they needed to boil water to bring down Jing's fever. A little later, Jing was sitting inside a large tub filled with warm water, but someone was secretly watching her from nearby. Worse, that person had released a snake into the water. As soon as Jing noticed it, she screamed in terror.
Shang heard Jing scream and immediately rushed over. He pulled the snake out of the water and saved her. Just then, Xiao arrived and misunderstood the situation. He thought Shang was trying to hurt Jing, but Jing quickly explained that Shang was not that kind of person. Xiao realized his mistake, felt ashamed, and walked away crying. Jing then stopped Shang because she wanted to talk to him. During their conversation, it became clear that Jing wanted to stay in the village and help the people, while Shang was tired of this life and wanted to leave everything behind and go somewhere far away. Meanwhile, a boy noticed a strange shadow outside the window, frightening everyone. Suddenly, all the candles went out, and someone used the darkness to attack them. Everyone was trapped inside a large net. Shang cut through the net and freed himself, then started looking for Jing, but she had disappeared. While searching for her, Shang discovered a secret door. Inside, he heard a strange noise coming from a wooden chest. Just as he was about to open it, a dwarf-like man suddenly appeared and pointed a knife at him. But Xiao arrived from behind and pointed his gun at the man. Shang then opened the chest and rescued Jing. When they questioned the strange man, they discovered that he was actually a hunter who specialized in hunting snakes. Shang asked him about the snake flower. The man said he knew where it was, but he also wanted the flower for himself. The group agreed to his condition, so he led them into a cave. But once inside, they discovered thousands of blood-sucking bats hanging from the ceiling. They carefully moved through the cave and somehow managed to escape without disturbing them. Soon they reached a deep gorge that could only be crossed using a broken bridge. The dwarf man crossed first, followed by the others in small groups. But suddenly, one man's balance was lost, causing his suitcase to open. All his money fell into the gorge. The man started screaming desperately and tried to get his money back, but the bridge began to collapse, and his screams also woke up the bats. One of the soldiers grabbed the bridge to save his commander and sacrificed himself. Xiao was deeply hurt after watching his companion die. Meanwhile, the dwarf warned them that the real danger had only just begun.
As they continued forward, they came across two different paths and decided to split into two groups. Shang led one group, while the dwarf led the other. Soon, Shang spotted the snake flower, but it was growing on a cliff above a deep pit filled with poisonous snakes. Despite the danger, Shang bravely jumped across to reach it and told Xiao to bring the other group. Meanwhile, the dwarf betrayed them and deliberately led the others straight toward the giant two-headed snake. The creature immediately attacked them. Aji risked her life to distract it and told her companion to escape, but the exit was blocked. She attacked the snake with her arrows, provoking it. When the snake charged toward her, she quickly moved out of the way. The snake slammed into the barrier, breaking open the path and allowing the others to escape. Sadly, Aji was caught by the snake. Before dying, she told her companion, "Take care of my son." Meanwhile, Shang was carefully picking the snake flowers when one of the soldiers told him to take the entire plant because they had gone through so much trouble to find it. Shang refused and explained that the two-headed snake survived because of these flowers. Just then, the dwarf returned and also ordered Shang to collect all the flowers. When Shang refused, the dwarf shot Xiao in the leg and threatened, "Hurry, or I'll kill Jing too." Shang asked what had happened to the others. The dwarf lied and said that the snake had killed everyone. With no other choice, Shang collected all the snake flowers and handed them over. One of the soldiers then demanded a share of the flowers, but the dwarf shot him too and tried to escape with the flowers.
But just then, the giant two-headed snake appeared and killed the dwarf. The bag of snake flowers fell over the edge of the cliff and got stuck there. One of the injured soldiers tried to grab it, but he lost his balance and fell into the pit full of snakes. He was killed instantly. The survivors then grabbed the bag of flowers and started leaving. Xiao, who was badly injured, let go of Jing's hand and said, "You should leave, I'm too tired now." Shang and Jing tried to convince him to come with them, but Xiao refused. He asked Shang to protect Jing. Then, in a final attempt to stop the snake, Xiao set off a bomb right in front of it. A huge explosion followed, but surprisingly, the snake survived. Xiao, however, finally died from his injuries. Jing broke down in tears after seeing him die. Just then, the two-headed snake started moving toward Jing. Shang showed it the snake flower to grab its attention and then ran away with the snake chasing him. Just as the snake was about to attack Shang, Jing shouted and distracted it. She then showed the bag of flowers and ran away before hiding nearby. But the snake suddenly appeared right in front of her, terrifying her. Thankfully, Shang arrived and pulled her away. He then started running in circles with the snake chasing him. Shang remembered reading in a book that this technique could help control a snake. After running for a while, Shang suddenly stopped. When the snake attacked him, he jumped out of the way. The snake accidentally bit its own tail, badly injuring itself. Shang immediately took out his sword and finished the giant snake for good. And with that, our story comes to an end. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, because I regularly bring you more interesting movie recaps. I'll see you again with another amazing story. Until then, take care and goodbye.